Hey everybody, it's Rob with Sandbox8.com. Today we're reviewing the Golf Like a PGA Tour Pro with Kevin Streelman iPhone app. So we've all found ourselves in this situation. We're on the golf course. We're in one of those situations where, you know, the ball's in a greenside bunker. It's on an uphill lie, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, how exactly do I play this shot? In terms of like, what's my ball position? Where should it be? What setup should I have? And where do I want to, you know, how do I want to hit the ball? So this iPhone app takes the 50 most common shots broken out by situation and gives you the expert advice of Kevin Streelman that he provides throughout it, telling you exactly what club to use, what kind of alignment, what kind of stance to have, etc., based on the situation. And what's really great is that you actually also have video that shows you both demonstrating how to do the shot in real time as well as in slow motion. So let's check out the application itself. So when you first launch it, initially the first thing you're going to see is just an overview of one long golf course. And then you can see here, there's all these different situations on the golf course. So there's the tee, the fairway, water, chipping, rough. So let's just say, for example, you're on the tee, and you wanted to find out what are some of the things that you can do on the tee, or what kind of situations that you need advice for. So say you wanted to know exactly, okay, look, I want to know how to hit a draw off the tee. So you go and select that, like so. And then on this first screen, you're going to see the summary of the shot itself. So it tells you what club to use, what stance to take, the alignment, ball placement, club face aim, hand position, and the swing type. Really nice. Is a good little quick reference, and you have this for every shot in this application that gives you a quick glance. And so this is really good because you can look at this real quickly and not slow down the pace of play. But say you have a little bit more time and you want to learn a little bit about the strategy of it. This is where you can kind of find out exactly what the analysis of the shot is, and also the strategy. So in the analysis, it kind of just says, okay, look, this is why you're doing this why you want to hit a draw off the tee. And the strategy tells you a little bit more, you know, context behind the reason for why you hit the draw and maybe what the risks and rewards are, etc., like that. So you can kind of scroll through this like so. Now, one of the things that, you know, like I just showed you here, is that you probably didn't realize that if you could scroll through this text. And that was probably the one thing which I thought could be different in the future version of this application, is that there needs to be some way to indicate that, look, you know what, there's more text below here. But otherwise, once you figure that out, there's actually a lot of good information. Now, the next category or section of part of hitting a draw is actually Kevin's tip. So this is where Kevin actually gives a lot of his just advice, like sage wisdom basically, and telling you what the pros and cons, etc., are. So it's kind of a nice little way to get insight into how Kevin approaches it. But let's say you really are a visual learner, and I think like most people are, and I know I am, you can watch two videos. You can watch the regular video, which just loads like this, which is in very good quality, and basically tells you exactly how to hit a draw.
Very valuable asset on the golf course. Every golf course has holes in it.
The regular video has a little narration, Kevin talking, etc. But say you want to actually see the shot itself. So you go to the slow motion video for hitting a draw, and when you watch that, you'll see that exactly how to execute the shot. Now, what's great about the videos is that you have both narration and also a demonstration. Now, what I've liked to really seen in the slow motion one is to actually have multiple camera angles. So in this case, we had a very tight shot that was down the line. What would be really nice in a future update is to actually have videos with multiple camera angles. So besides down the line, it would be nice to see like facing the golfer himself, so you could see exactly where the ball's positioned and all that kind of stuff, and you can see what his arms are doing precisely. Another cool thing about this app is that there's this favorites icon on every shot that's in here. So by clicking that automatically puts this back on your home screen under this area here, the golf ball. It might be hard to see, but you click on that and it holds all your favorite shots, so you have quick reference, so you don't have to go dig in through the menus to get to them. So you can just go and click on, oh, I want to refer to my stinger shot, tee shot, because that's something I constantly do. Overall, I think this iPhone app is very helpful and could be very useful to any golfer, because really the biggest problem for golfers, I think, is that setup. Setup's probably one of the biggest things that gets in the way. So with this app, you can definitely get that information very quickly without having to remember like all the 30 different tips that you read about in the recent issue of a golf magazine or whatever, or that you've learned online. So, you know, for the money, I think $4.99, it may seem a little bit expensive, but I think it's a pretty good value considering you do get the videos for every shot, because I think watching and seeing something being executed is a lot easier to learn and comprehend than to read about it. So to find out more information about the Golf Like a PGA Tour Pro with Kevin Streelman, visit sandbox8.com.